Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm making this video again. I got fired from my slave job today again. First time it happened. If you guys are following me before, I got like karate chopped off my first channel. I actually recorded that day because I knew I was getting fired. I was just like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take this madness. I can't. And for you guys that follow me, you know that I have autoimmune issues that I deal with and stuff. So wearing a mask is hard for me, but it's hard, should be hard for everybody because we're not meant to, cover our mouths like fucking animals. But I digress. I thought last time I knew I was getting fired. Today it was like a surprise because other than up to today, everybody at the job is cool. I get like, I get, what do you call it? Really superb, like, reviews. So I thought maybe I was gonna get a warning or something, but I just straight up, like, got my contract terminated. Since I stopped teaching, I've gotten mostly independent contractor jobs, just so I can have the flexibility to do what I want. But ever since COVID this shit happened, I basically kind of stuck with that. I don't want to go back to teaching. I did another video. I think it's called like, I'm so glad I'm not a teacher anymore, if you guys want to check that out. But I'm very fortunate, I have the flexibility to stand up for myself. And sometimes I kind of feel like I'm doing it for people that can't do that have families and children to support. I think if I had families and children, I'd be in a different position. I'd probably have to put up with a little bit more. And I understand that, and I'm not judging that, and I'm not looking down on people that do that to support a family and have people to support. That is a heroic effort in itself. So believe me, I'm not like, I understand. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And anyway, so I think it's a blessing. My mom has this saying, what man means for evil, God means for good. And I think, again, it was another blessing. I'm going to go full force with my channel. I mean, honestly, I was trying to ease out, more gracefully, so I wouldn't be under as much pressure to like get things going. But honestly, guys, like I was waking up every day for the past couple months and was like dreading going to work, being grateful that I have a job because I always try and maintain gratitude, right? But I was just like literally missing out on jujitsu because like the way I'm scheduled, I couldn't make it, and I was starting to get better, and so that was driving me crazy. So missing out on jujitsu, missing out on jujitsu, and then I would get to work right when the sun was coming up and then leave right when the sun was going down. So I was in my car driving over 10 hours a day. By the time I would get home, I would just be like drained, right? And I was just like, and then on the weekends, I couldn't go out because I'd be working on my health coaching job. I'd be working on my certification. I'd be working on other ideas. The Get the Pussy skit took me about 4 or 5 months to finish because I actually had that idea since the summer, but it's like I'd have to do a little bit each day. Like I had to write it, I had to source the music, the sound effects, I had to draw the board, I had to do the green screen with the cat puppet. It was a lot of work. It was a 3-minute video. It was a lot of work, and I did everything. And it took me, because I can only do like a little bit each day, right? And then I had other stuff that I was doing. So it was really hard for me to like, kind of do this other job to make ends meet, but do what I really wanted to, which is a health coaching, keeping Truth or Talk alive, and music, which I'm gonna get back to. I know there's people want me to do music. I'm gonna get back into that soon as well. But I was just beat. And I just feel like, this is also the plan of the elites, right? To get you in at a job. Most people hate their job. And I was looking at the people, and they're cool. Like I said, nothing against them, but a lot of them feel the same way as me. But they're just like doing the rope movements, going through everything. I know they hate the job. They're just like, oh, it's my job. But there's no life in them. There's no light in them. And it's just really is really sad. I like to see people happy, and I like to see people healthy, and they want you like this. The controllers, they want you like this. They want you in a place where you just go to work every day. You don't have time to question anything. When you go home, you don't have time to work on other things. It's like Cinderella. You remember Cinderella? And I think not the Brothers Grimm version, but the Disney version. I know most people, I think, have seen that. They've had the pleasure of being brainwashed by Disney cartoons, probably just as much as I have. But the story is, there's a point in the story where Cinderella's doing all this work, and then they're like, oh, you can go to the ball, and you can go to the ball after you clean this 10-bedroom house with 10-foot ceilings and 20-foot curtains. Yeah, you can go after you've done all the housework. It's like, okay, well, you can't go. You're not really going to go to the ball, right? Thank God she had the fairy godmother and the rats to help her out. But she didn't have those rats, and she didn't have the fairy godmother. There was no way in hell she was going to be able to get to the ball on time. So it's like this lady, that had me fired for not wearing a slave muzzle, is kind of like a fairy godmother in a way. I feel like she's pushed me out, and now I have time to create my things, the ideas that I have. I have so many people interviewed, lined up, but I just haven't been able to do it because I've been I think I was too comfortable, right? And I'm trying to be all right, I gotta pay bills, I gotta do this and I gotta do this. But I'm also looking at all these people that don't do as much as I do, and they're still able to make it happen. So why don't I have the confidence? Why don't I have the chutzpah, the impetus to go and just be all right, I'm gonna make rent in a month, okay? I'm gonna make my payments in a month. Why? I don't know. I think I needed that kick in the butt. So for the first time in my life, for me getting fired from a job, I didn't ever really get fired from jobs too until I was older. When I was younger, I was goody two shoes. I never got fired. I used to brag, I've never been fired from a job. Like within 2 years, I've been fired twice. Crazy. Anyway, because I know what's up now. But yeah, I just feel like for the first time, maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I should be what am I gonna do? Oh my God, but I'm not. I don't know. It's so weird, you guys. It's so weird. Yeah, I feel like I'm a creative person. This is my calling, to do creative things, to teach, to help people heal. And the time is now. I really want people to be empowered and to be healthy. And maybe this is my path, right? That I have to stand up for myself, that I have to kind of be uncomfortable, that I have to get fired, that I have to get my channel taken down, that I have to go through all these things in order to help other people. Who knows, right? But they want us like this. They want us slaves. They want us mental slaves. They want not only physical slaves, as far as being beholden to the pharmaceutical industry, but they want our souls. And I used to say this on the other channel and stuff a lot, but I was just they're coming for your soul, right? Not only with not the Voldemorts, now it's that that's what I call it, not the Voldemort. Well, I can call it too, but you know what I mean, that right? Not with that, not physical enslavement, not only physical enslavement, but enslavement of your spirit, right? Everybody's had dreams at one point. Everybody has had aspirations. Whatever reason they were cut down at some point, I don't know. Everybody has a different story. There are thousands of reasons why that happens. They can be reignited. They can be reinvigorated. We don't have to. This is a myth that they tell you, right? They don't have to be you don't have a certain time in your life that you have to accomplish something. If you haven't accomplished it by a certain time, then it's over for you. Now it might change. I like to do music, but I'm not trying to be the it girl. I'm not trying to be Megan Thee Stallion. I'm a little bit older in here physically and in here for that. I'm not trying to be that, but I can still make music. People can't stop me from making music. People can't stop me from doing skits. People can't stop me from, interviewing people or researching things or learning things, right? But I think there's this unseen or this untalked about rule, right? It's tacit, where people are like, you know, oh, well, I didn't do this by a certain time in my life or a certain age, and, you know, then it's over for me, and now I have to take this job where I'm just a slave and I'm unhappy. And, you know, a lot of people, they drink all the time, and I'm not, well, there is something wrong with alcohol, but I'm not judging people that drink. I'm going to talk more about alcohol later. And I'm not saying I'll never drink alcohol again. I'll never, you know, do weed again or any of that stuff. But I think that it becomes a problem where you're doing any kind of drugs to escape your sadness, because then you're doing it routinely, and then it has a physical impact on your health, and then it just becomes this vicious cycle. Where there was this guy that I was working with, and I'm like, I don't know his story, but he was saying, yeah, I have trouble sleeping every night. So being the person that likes to, like, you know, heal people in my head and try and figure out their health problems, I'm like, well, why are you having trouble sleeping? Oh my God, your body needs to be in a parasympathetic state. Like, I'm all getting like science biology nerd. I was like, your body needs to heal. Like, why aren't you sleeping? You need to sleep. And then I found out he drinks every night. He drinks a bunch of tequila every night. I'm like, God, you can't be doing that every night. You can't be working like 13 hours a day and drinking and then thinking you're gonna get a good night's sleep. That's so bad, and your blood sugar messes up your adrenals. It's terrible. Like biologically thinking, knowing how the body works, being into health, I'm like, but mentally, why do people feel that? And he's not the only one. A lot of people do that. Why do people do that? Because, you know, there's something that they are upset about or sad about, they're not fulfilled enough about, or something, there's some void somewhere, right? I'm not talking about getting messed up, going to a party, you know, that's a whole nother, but I'm just saying, if you're by yourself and you got to do that, it's not physically healthy. Do you guys get that? Right? And I'm not looking, I'm like, oh, my mom used to do that. She doesn't do it anymore, right? But she used to do that. She used to always have to have a beer every night. And, you know, she wasn't like a raging alcoholic, but wasn't healthy, right? It wasn't healthy. Gives you all kinds of stuff. Messes up your gut microbiome, right? Messes that up. Messes with your blood sugar. Adds to the candida in your body that most people have. Not so good. So anyway, I'm digressing. I'm going to get too like science nerdy on you guys. You know, that's my thing. Biology and the Voldemort shit, but anyway, but yeah, I guess today I'm blessed. I'm just gonna look at it that way, and watch. I'm gonna turn this camera off and be like, "Fuck that bitch! My life. It's 10 days before Christmas. What am I gonna do?" I'm gonna pray to Santa Claus, y'all. Maybe Santa Claus will send me something. Help me out. No, it's cool. I have shirts that I just designed. I have a course to sell. I'm gonna do interviews. I'm gonna work for my money. This is gonna be my job, and I'm gonna take it seriously. So anyway, yeah. Thanks to you for your support. It was so great doing the live tonight. I wanted to start New Year's Day, but I might actually start sooner now that this just happened. I did my little test because I don't think I'd done a live since I reached 1,000 on this channel, so we will see. But anyway, you guys are so great, so supportive. Thankful for the people that have been with me. Thankful for the people that have just found this channel. Thank you for all your kind words and encouragement and education and things that I learned from you guys. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Peace to you, little guys. Bye-bye. Mwah.